Jenni Lyn. I'm Scott Wilkins of Backstage View, and we are at Hill Country in Manhattan. Jenni Lyn, great to see you.
Great to see you too.
And you were just out of Hill Country, right? 2 nights ago.
We were. There's another Hill Country barbecue in Washington, D.C. that we played at.
Great.
And there's two in the New York area too. There's another one in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, right?
So we're in the city tonight.
Well. So what's happening? How is the tour going?
It's going great. We played in Philadelphia last night, and tomorrow we play in Millheim, Pennsylvania at the Elk Creek Cafe. So it's going really good. This is the first time that Burn Another Candle tour has toured through New York.
And
So
the
that's
album
exciting.
is out. The CD is out.
Yeah, it came out April 7th.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, I wrote 8 out of the 12 songs on it, and I produced it myself. The band is awesome. It's Mike and Bub on bass and vocals, Kyle Tuttle on the banjo and vocals and electric banjo. We've got Frank Rishi on guitar and vocals. And then a lot of special guests. Members of Della Mae are on it, and got a few guest fiddle players, Jason Carter, Ron Stewart, and Christian Settlemeyer.
Well, we've been listening to it. We absolutely love it. This is your first solo?
This is my first solo record, yeah. The first one ever.
Right.
I've made a handful of records. I mean, I've made several records, 3 with Della Mae and several before Della Mae with bands like Cage's Bend and Common Ground out of Charleston, South Carolina. But this is my very first solo record, and it felt like time. It felt like a very natural progression to make this record.
How about some of the writing process come about?
Yes, well, with this being my first solo record, I wanted to put more songs about myself on it. So
Some time now, right? You have a few more
Yeah.
places.
yeah, on this tour, this leg of the tour, we're going all the way to Boston and then routing back down. So we've got about 11 dates on this show. We started out in Nashville, played Charlottesville, and we're slowly making our way up to New England. And then we'll do the same thing going back home. Go back home, spend a few days at home, and start back up with the tour.
Right. Well, that's great. So who's touring with you?
So on this tour with me today, I have Corey Walker on banjo, and James Key from Nashville, Tennessee on guitar and vocals, and Max Johnson, who actually lives in Brooklyn, New York. He's on tour playing bass with me.
Oh, that's fun. Gets to come back home. But tell us about the mandolin that you're playing.
I have my Randy Wood with me today, and I picked that mandolin up at IBMA a few years ago, so it's pretty new. And I love it. It sounds great plugged in, and we're plugging in tonight.
I heard you guys did a surprise show at Joval.
Yeah, Della Mae did a surprise show at Joval this year. That was a lot of fun.
So the tour is going on through, you're going North Carolina, you're doing the East Coast, covering it pretty well.
Yeah, we've started out in the Southeast a couple of months ago, so we will be going back to the Carolinas in a month and a half or so. We've just recently booked a Nashville show, another Nashville show at the Station Inn, so stay tuned for that. We're doing a lot. We're going to be on tour for the rest of the year with Burn Another Candle tour. Della Mae is playing Gray Fox and Spoleto Music and Art Festival in Charleston, South Carolina, and a handful of other things this year as well. So a lot of exciting things to look forward to coming out.
That's great. And where can people find the new CD?
The new CD can be found on my website at JenniLynGardner.com.
All right. Well, we're going to keep our eyes and we're going to look for it, and we're looking forward to tonight's show.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you, Scott. It's always a pleasure.
All right. See you.
Bye, everybody.